Who are you? You are infinite potential. You are pure presence. You are the void. You are that before anything arises. Before you have a thought, before you have an emotion, before you have an action. That's what you are. And if you say, I am love, you've defined yourself as something less than that. And you've also established the polarity of love and fear. Now you have love and fear in your life, a polarity. And you're caught up in that polarity. But, if you are pure presence and you allow yourself to be that, then love effortlessly arises and flows through you. Because that is the pull back to the source. But the moment you attach to that, is the moment you become less than. You're always trying to manifest something. And it always gets less and less and less each time. Because you're efforting, you're challenging, you're trying. You're struggling. It's subtle, yeah. It's subtle in some cases. But it's an efforting, a struggle, underneath. In a self-realized being, there is no struggle. There's total acceptance. Acceptance of what? Anything goes? No. No. There is alignment. There is surrender into the flow. What is the flow? It's that arises from the source within you. But you have to open the space internally into nothing with no intention. And this, again, is a contradiction to the spiritual mainstream that's always talking about set your intention. Whose intention is that? Whose intention is that? Small I. Small I. Based on a sense of lack. Meaning, I cannot accept reality the way it is. Therefore, I have to manifest something. Who is that? Small I. Right there. And what it's going to do is draw all the energy of the universe to unravel that. Because that's what the universe does. As soon as you make that kind of statement, you make yourself less than. However, if you just open up to the presence of the One, then consciousness, the soul, flows through you as an expression. As an expression, as a feeling, as an arising. Because this is what we came from. We are the One. Pure presence, subdividing into flows of consciousness. Separation consciousness flowing outwards. Unity consciousness flowing back inwards. Relativity created the Big Bang. The Big Bang. Light just exploding outwards from presence. But at the same time you have this flow back in, simultaneous. Unity consciousness, the flow of love, the memory of the original condition of oneness. And that dynamic, outwards and inwards, caused the known universe to condense into form. The consciousness got denser. It took on gases, liquids, solids, planets, evolution, people, and us sitting in this room now. It created something called the Big Apple. Yeah, it's a very big apple. I asked Ben for an apple and didn't realize he'd come up with this one. It's supposed to be a model of the universe. It looks like the universe. The universe is shaped a bit like an apple, a torus. So you have these flows of consciousness flowing outwards. It's condensed into form. But I don't know how I'm going to cut this. This is massive. I haven't got a big enough knife. I'm going to cut it in half. Maybe I have. Okay, yeah, wow. There we go. if I put this apple on this diagram here, then what we have is we have layers of consciousness flowing outwards. Ripples, waves on a pond, universal pond. And we have the pull back in. This dynamic creates form, condenses into form. Okay? So this might represent you, or a planet connecting to the source. This is your physicality. Okay? Your body-mind, the physical aspect. But within that is the unity conscious aspect, your soul. So you have a soul pulling back to the source in a body-mind. And all of the thoughts, emotions, feelings are generated by the interplay of those two flows of consciousness. Every single thing you're currently feeling, experiencing, thinking, generated by those two flows of consciousness, interrelation. Where they get stuck is where your distortions arise. They get stuck in your fears, your attachments, your attachment to reality. But who are you really? You are still and always was and always will be presence, the source in the background. It never changed, it never went away. And when people touch it, taste it, experience it, they describe it in much the same way. Emptiness, crystal clear clarity, nothing. It's right there, now, in the back of your thought, your vision, your image. It's right there through it all. We're going to have an experience of it now. Okay? But don't expect to see anything. Don't expect to see anything. Here's the thing. You cannot aim for the source. You cannot aim for the source. Why not? The minute you decide, I am going to aim for the source, you have created separation from the source. In that very moment, you've done that. So you cannot be that. You are now an intention. This is why intention doesn't work. Because the universe did not come from intention. If the universe came from intention, who intended it? A creator? Who created the creator? There was no intention. There was a movement and a flow back in. There is a continual movement. If I can put my apple back together. This is continually reshaping and moving all the time. And who's intending that? No one. That happened. It happened. It came to that form and it's continually reshaping and reforming. And you are that. You are the essence. You are the presence that is through it, but also a unique experience within it. A soul. So, what I say to you is you cannot aim for the source. You cannot aim for presence. But what you can do, you can align with a soul. You can align with a soul. You can align with your soul. And when you align with your soul, something miraculous happens. Something truly, absolutely extraordinary. And also awesomely ordinary. So ordinary, most people miss it. What is it? When you align with your soul, when you are in the flow of your soul, when you are aligned with authentic feeling and being, you drop into the source. You become that. You are the blank canvas now in the background. You nodded your head, I can feel a connection, and there is presence going straight through us. And there is an exchange of souls engaging multidimensionally. But there is presence between us, and we are that. That's what we are. And so you connected up to a flow of soul, and so did I, so am I. Yeah? And that flow opened the space, boom, there you are, there it is. All the lights in the universe come on simultaneously. You suddenly get that sense, look, there's no one here. There is no one here. That's what being open means. There's no one here. It feels like that. The identity is gone. When you go home tonight, if you've still got a mirror in your house, take the mirror, throw it in the garden. Throw it in the garden. There's nobody here. Really. Some people are going, wow, yes, awesome. And some people are going, what the is he talking about?